Hi everyone, and welcome to And So On. My name is Lisa, and I am coming to you today from a soggy Toronto. Oh yes, we are back. We are back. I hope you saw my 2 videos that I did from beautiful Playa del Carmen, Mexico. We had such a wonderful time. It was really beautiful, really warm, very relaxing. So it was a really good thing to do. And I'm really glad that we had the opportunity, and I know that not everybody has the ability to go away in the winter and capture some sun. So I'm always mindful and grateful that we have the ability and the opportunity to do that. And we absolutely love it. So I am back and I have not done any sewing, none, zero. So I'm going to have some plans to show you. Now I do have 2 knitting projects that I have finished. One actually I made and the other one was a gift. Someone knit something for me. That's never happened before. I'm so excited. So I'm going to show you that. And then I'm going to show you my plans. And then I'm going to show you my printed patterns. So I don't have a ton of printed patterns, so I can do them all in one video, but I thought you might like to see. So first of all, I'll show you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my toaster dress that I hacked. And yeah, this is really, really comfortable. And I just basically took the toaster pattern, put it on top of my knit fabric. And then when I got to the portion to the end of it, I just moved it down to where I wanted. And I still put in the split hemline. And it's great. It's really easy and comfortable to wear. I put the little belt with it that I bought at Madewell in Boston, I don't even know, 8 years ago, something like that. So yeah, this is just a really, really comfortable dress, and I love that I'm getting lots of opportunity to wear it. Okay, so starting with my projects that are done. So I finished my socks, you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, I hope you do, you would have seen these already, but I realized I hadn't shown them on the channel. So here are my socks, and I actually steamed the socks to show you. That's right, that's how much I love you. I wanted to show you perfect socks. So here they are sideways, and then here they are flat ways, which is how I knitted them, which is why I wanted to show you. So there's not really one pattern. I did a couple different things. I did this amazing rolled cast on that makes so that you have no seam at the bottom of your socks, which I just think is amazing. Like, look how clean it is. It's just so clean. And then you just do the increases up the sides to how wide you want your sock to be. And then I knit it all the way up. I got to the what do you call this? The heel. I got to the heel, and I just decided I was not in the mood at that point to figure out a heel, because this is only my third pair of socks. So I'm still not, automatic with it. And so I put all of the heel stitches on stitch holders. And then I just kept going all the way to the top, and I gave myself a 2x2 rib at the top. As usual, I got bored before I got them as long as I really wanted them. I would have loved them probably another, 2 or 3 inches long. And I do love the idea of toe-up socks being able to go as long as you want, but at some point I get impatient. I just want to wear the socks. But for the heel, I used, and I guess I'll show you here, I used the Arnie and Carlos, what do they call it? Easiest ever heel, something like that. I'll link their video below, but literally all I did was I picked up the stitches on both sides, and I did a decrease at either end, 1 or 2 decreases. I think it's a decrease at either end every other row until I got to 8 at the bottom, and then I just did that. And yes, it looks pointy when you first get it off, right? But then once you wear it, it looks perfect, right? It just looks like a heel, and it's still got a nice row of stitches there. And yeah, and it was just so simple, and it made finishing off the heels easy. I did these 2 at a time toe up magic loop, and highly recommend that. Yes, there's a little bit of yarn management, but really it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I never really found it an issue. Just every once in a while I would, unwind the balls and rearrange them, and it was fine. So highly recommend that. Okay, so this is what my friend made for me. I want to show you. Look, how beautiful is this? Aren't I lucky? My friend James made this for me, and actually I'll ask him, because it was a free pattern, so I'll ask him for the link to the pattern, and I'll put it below. But look how beautiful. He made it for me. No one's ever knit anything for me, since my you know, my grandmother knit for me when I was a kid. So I'm usually the one that does the knitted gifts. So it's so cozy and warm, and it's perfect for this time of year because it's not like frigidly cold, but I do need a little extra warmth. So thank you, James. Thank you, James. Okay. Next is, let's do the patterns next. So here are my printed patterns. Okay, so these printed patterns, this is pretty much all of them, and except for the vintage haul that I got several weeks ago. So I'm gonna put up here the link to the vintage haul because that's separate and it's not something that I'm using a ton right now, although I do have some plans to definitely use some vintage ones in the future. But if you want to see those, go back. But these are sort of big four and indie patterns that I have. So this basket is from our wedding. This is like the basket that some of our floral arrangements came in from the florist, and somehow I ended up with a basket. I don't know how I ended up with a basket, but I did. So this is how I store them. And so indie patterns first. I only have 4 indie patterns printed. I find them really expensive, and I get it and I appreciate it and it's beautiful. And if that's something that really resonates with you and makes you happy to have those beautiful, I mean, paper cut patterns is so gorgeous and all of those, it just doesn't particularly resonate with me. So in general, I buy PDF patterns, and believe me, I support PDF companies like crazy. I support the indies, you guys, yay indies, but not often with printed patterns. But I did buy of course, what I have become known for, the toaster. I did buy this one, and I just think this is such a great pattern to have because you're getting two completely different sweaters as far as I'm concerned. Like these are, you know, you're just getting so much out of this, and I already have another one planned. Like it's just so flexible. I think I've made 7, including hacks. I've made a couple hacks. I think I've made 7 of them. So honestly, if you don't have this, if you're on the fence, buy this. It's really good. Okay, that's it. That's all I have to say. Ginger jeans. How many times have I said to you guys, ginger jeans? There's something I have to say it that way. Next month. So I'm planning a collaboration. I won't tell you with who yet because it's not solidified, but I'm planning a collaboration with a lovely vlogger who you definitely know. And she and I are going to keep each other accountable and make the ginger jeans. So, you know what? If I hadn't been planning my holiday capsule, I probably would have done them this month, but I'm saving them until March. So those are going to be March. And I'm excited about that. The Euler bralette came in my swag bag at the Workroom's 10th anniversary sale, so I did not pay for this one. I'm making this soon, very soon. Actually, I should put it in the pile for my plans video, but yes, I'm gonna be making this one very soon. I have everything ready to start doing bras and underwear, and I've done a toile of one pair of underwear, but I have yet to actually sit down and make a bra. And I know that it's not even that big of a deal, but for some reason I keep putting it off. So that's gonna be for that. And then last is the Fen dress. So I also bought this from Fabric Spark, and I'll link them below if you're in the Toronto area or in Canada at all. And I'm sure they ship internationally too, but they're very close to me and they're lovely, lovely people over there. So the Fen dress is great. I made one. I'm not like 100% in love with it. You guys would have seen it. I'll link to whatever video it was in because I don't remember offhand. I'm looking forward to making it in the spring with different fabric because, so you want to hear this? I wore the dress, and I'll put a picture of it here. I wore the dress to Christmas dinner, and I walked in and I saw my dad, and I'm like, "Hi Dad, Merry Christmas, love you, kiss." And he looked at me and he whispered in my ear, "Are you expecting again?" I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" "No, Dad, I was not expecting again." And I was wearing this dress. So it may not be my silhouette. It may not be my silhouette. That's all I'll say. Okay, next let's do patterns that came with magazines. So I love picking them up every once in a while. They are pricey. So, you know, I think a cheap British sewing magazine would be maybe $15. And some of them are like 18, 22, they go up. Luckily, no place near me carries them, so I'm only exposed to it maybe, every couple months or something like that. And also we get them late. So we're not generally getting them perfectly in season or pre-season, we're getting them kind of near the end. Okay, so I can't tell you which magazine, you guys will probably know which magazines these are from in terms of, it's either Simply Sew or Sewing, Love Sewing, one or the other. Okay, so we've got the Jade dress, and this is a dress for knits. I actually really like the one on the back too, which is very cute. I can see making that for spring. And I did buy the magazine for this one, as well as reading the magazine, but I just thought it's just a nice basic pattern that I can do lots with. I have this one, kind of a swing dress. I have this one, which I think I'm gonna make that for spring. That's got some cute, I don't love the illustrations, but I have a feeling made up it would be flattering on me. So I like that one a lot. And then this one I just got, actually I got it right before we left on the trip. And I'm loving this Jenna jumpsuit. How cute is that? Isn't that cute? I really like that. I like it with the elasticated bottom, and I think with the little cap sleeve. So I'm definitely gonna be making that in the spring. This Simplicity skirt pattern, which I really like, and this skirt was almost exactly in J. Crew in the fall. I didn't realize that the magazines have different sizes. And so this is US 14 to 22. So it's too big for me. And I did try to make it and size it down, and it just isn't flexible. But look, you've got skirts and culottes, and they're really cute, but I can't use it. So if anyone out there would like this pattern and they have a tradesies pattern that they would like to send to me, I will send it to you. You can send it to me, something that's in my size. So I'm like a 10, like a 10 or an 8 or 6, depending if it's the US or UK. UK 8'10", American 6'8". And something that you think I would like, reach out to me on Instagram or message me below. And if you guys someone wants to trade these with me, I would love to do that. This is also from a magazine. This is the Simplicity one that came with Love to Sew, I believe. And I liked the way it had the fit. I liked the pockets. I liked the princess seams. I have a conference coming up in April, and this would be a great dress for a conference, right? Like a little bit more polished. So I think I'm gonna make this for that. We have a few little ones that I picked up at thrift stores. So this one here is a Berta, and I was looking at this today, Berta Young. And isn't that great? Like nice and very basic, very straightforward, but you've got a nice V-neck line, you've got a wrap, you've got a regular crew neck, and then you've got the skirt. I think it's just really great. You've got lots of options with that. This one here came with that skirt that I want to trade with someone. And again, just a nice basic one. I haven't used this yet, but cute to have. That one came with the magazine. And then this one I got at a thrift store for 50 cents. I may have shown this to you before. No idea what I'll do with this, but I feel like there's elements, it looks a little dated in the artwork, but I feel like some elements of it could be great. I have one Butterick pattern that when that boutique went out of sale a couple weeks ago, and I showed you guys my haul from that. I had they had patterns there, and I had picked 3 out. I was gonna look and see, how much they were. And she said, she charged me for the fabric. She's like, I'll just throw in the patterns for free. So I'm like, free's good. I like free. It's a good price. So it's just a Butterick. I like this one here, and I like this one here. Yeah, I mean they're all kind of similar, right? It's just two versions technically. So are you gonna focus on that? Yeah, 2 versions. Super useful top pattern, I think. I have 2 Lisette patterns, and this was when I first decided I was gonna sew for myself. And so I got 2 Lisette patterns, and I think I've made 1 pattern out of all of these. And I've thought of getting rid of these patterns, but they are pretty useful. So I don't know, I think I kind of have to hold on to them. I got them because I thought they looked really simple. So this one is Lisette 2059. And I got it because look, see, it's just like a very simple dress. And at the time I wasn't doing anything except for little girls' dresses. So I didn't want to worry about darts or anything like that. A little peasant top and a skirt. Good value, right? Like you're getting lots of great basic value out of that. And then this one is almost similar. I was really into tunics at that point. I wasn't really wanting to show my waistline. So I love tunics now too, but I was really into them at the time. And then this little skirt is pretty cute. And you can see the line art there is sweet, little blouse. I did make a little blouse like that. I used this pattern actually when I was refashioning a men's shirt. I used that pattern for that, and it was very useful, which is great. Okay, and then last but not least, actually the most that I have, are my Vogue patterns. So Why am I so into Vogue patterns? I don't know. I mean, I've only actually made a couple of them. I've only made 2 of them, but I love their instructions. I love the style of it. I've had a subscription. I don't have a subscription anymore, but I had a subscription to Vogue for like 12 years through my 20s and 30s. And so, yeah, I just enjoy them. So here's the ones I have. And there's a couple of these that I probably don't need to hold on to, but meh. It's not like I have a huge collection, so I can't really feel guilty about it. Okay, so this is $8,995. I love the Very Easy Vogues. If you're at all, intimidated, the Very Easy Vogues are so great, and I love the fit that I've been able to get with the 2 that I've made. So Very Easy Vogue, $8,995. Again, like this could be a great dress for a conference, a little bit more businessy. This one I got recently. And I just love the fold over. I loved this. I like this, but I also think that you could make it without and just have it be like a deep V crossover. And I liked this. So anyway, I don't really have that much to say about it since I liked it. This one I've made, of course, and Alex from So Happy turned me on to this one and my culottes, and I can link where I showed you that one, but I love this V9075, and I will definitely be using that again. This one's kind of cool. So I thought when I bought it that it was for knits. I just assumed that it's for knits, but it's not. It's like linen, Ponte, linen, silk broadcloth, four ply crepe. But I liked the two-tone of it. I liked the, what do you call that? There's a name for that hem. And the skirt patterns included as well. V8994, I thought this was just really pretty, and I'm curious to see what it's going to look like when it's made up. I think it's this one that I'm going to make, something flowy. I could maybe even use that nudie pink chiffon that I got there last week. Yeah, I thought this was really classic and beautiful and sophisticated. I have 2 wrap dresses. This one again that Alex turned me on to. That's the one that she likes so much. And then there's this one. Okay, so tell me, what do you think the difference is? Because I have fabric. I'll show it to you now. And you guys saw this in my last video. So this is the fabric that I got at the Mexican fabric store. It's a knit, and these both require knits, and I thought it'd make a really great wrap dress. So what's the difference? Like, I guess there's gathers. There's gathers on this one at the top, and they're both faux wraps. They're not full wraps. Does this one have more of a swingy skirt? I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. Thank you very much. This one, so this is one of the ones also that I got for free at the boutique. And I like this. I think it's really chic. And if you saw on my Instagram as well, there was this Luisa Beccaria, who's a designer I love, dress. And I was like, oh, I love that. And I put it on my Instagram, and then all of a sudden I went, where have I seen that before? And it's literally almost exactly this. So again, cutting in early to my plans, I have this navy suede, faux suede. Do you think that would be nice? Probably in the top version, not the skirt. And yeah, like probably in the top. Do you think? Let me know. I don't know. I really want to use this, and I'm trying to decide if I want to just make like, I was even thinking, where's that, this, for this, because it does have decent stretch, like the stretch is good, so I was almost thinking this, but I don't know. Thoughts, please, thoughts and opinions. Thanks, you guys are so good. And then last I have my big ones, and I'm totally tempted by these, because I'm, bigger is better. This was another free one. This could also be nice in this and very practical, right? What should I do with this one, you guys? Which one? Which one do you like best? This one, or this one? Let me know. You guys have seen this one before. I got this with my haul of Vogue Patterns. Could also be this. Could also be this. Might be nice to actually have the texture of the suede in the ruching. Might be too thick. I don't know. This is on my Make 9. It's so pretty. It's a summer make though. I'm not making this anytime soon, but I just think it's dreamy, and I'm just gonna have to find really beautiful, dreamy fabric for it. This Nicola Finetti one, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of people make it in a lot of different fabrics. I've seen people make it in not as stiff fabric as this, and it actually looks really, really pretty, and I think I might end up doing that. I am not so hot on this kind of micro V-neck. I probably will change that. I'm not such a huge fan of that, but I just thought this was very cool. This Rachel Comey one, I was really drawn to. I'm less enamored of it now. I can't figure out why. Yeah, I'm a little less enamored of it now, but I do like it. I am gonna hold on to it for sure. This one I got at the Fabricland sale for $5.99, and which is good for us for Vogue Patterns. And I just thought it was a really interesting design. I've seen a couple of people make it online, but look at this. So I just thought it was a textured fabric. No. You actually, so you cut out square rectangles like in the pattern, and then you interface it, and then you pleat the pattern, pleat the fabric, sew it, and then you cut the pattern piece. So this is gonna be this is not very easy, Vogue. This is gonna be a fair amount of work, but I think it'll be worth it. Like I think it could be a pretty awesome dress. But this is not for the faint of heart, I think. Oh, that's it. Is that it? That's it. So those are all of my patterns. And then last but not least, before I let you go, this is a long one, but I hope it's okay. I haven't been on for about a week now. Okay, so plans for February, March. So we're now like going into the last week of February, and then there's early March. Soon after, in sort of mid-March, I'm going to start sewing for my conference that I have coming up. Not a ton, but a couple pieces. I'm slowly moving to a more handmade wardrobe, so I want to have a couple pieces that are new to bring with me on my conference, and that's in Vegas, so it'll be more spring-summer stuff. But it's still chilly here, and because I spent the last month sewing for my capsule wardrobe, I was sewing all summer stuff and none of the cozies. So we still have lots of time for it to be cold in Toronto. Frankly, I'm always cold anyway, so that doesn't matter. So you guys remember this beautiful port fabric that I got from Blackbird, and this is just over 1/2 meter. I don't know why yeah, it does have a little bit of a flaw in it, but I don't know if that's just dust. I feel like it's coming off. Yeah, that's just dust. Okay, so I just have to wash it. I'm gonna do a midi, like a elbow length t-shirt, because I do want to be able to wear it a little more in the summer, spring, summer. And I don't love short sleeves. I find like I'm someone that my upper arms are always cold. So I'm gonna try doing an elbow length. And because I'm sewing it myself, I can decide what length I want, try it. If it doesn't work, then I just make the sleeves shorter, right? Which is great. Okay, and then I showed you this, that I'm gonna do a wrap dress. Okay, so why am I doing a wrap dress? I'm doing a wrap dress because I'm doing a concert in 2 weeks, March 16th, 17th, I'm doing a concert version of the Sondheim musical Company. And it's gonna be so much fun, and I don't get to perform as much as I used to. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I don't know for sure what the director wants me to wear yet. For a concert version, generally you just provide your own clothing. You don't need a costume for that. So I'm kind of hoping that he'll let me wear a wrap dress. I'm pretty sure, unless he has a color thing, unless he wants everyone in black or something like that, I'm pretty sure it'll work. So I'm gonna do a wrap dress in this. And like I said, I'm trying to decide between those two Vogue patterns. So if you have an opinion, let me know. This black and white, I have 1 meter of, and my plan had always been to do a molly top. So I think I'm gonna do a molly top out of this. Make it as long as possible, like hip length, if I can manage it. We'll see. I mean, I only have 1 meter, so I might not be able to manage it, but I'm thinking a molly top out of this, but we'll look and see. But some sort of long sleeve t-shirt. Probably in this, but I'm gonna do at least one more long sleeve t-shirt. All of a sudden, the long sleeve t-shirts that I bought, a couple years ago at J. Crew, I wear them so much, and I wore them through the whole trip for 7 months. They're starting to kind of fall apart, which is, you can't expect things to last forever. So I'm looking to replace those, and I have lots of beautiful bamboo jersey from my Blackbird Fabric remnant sale haul, which I'll put there in case you haven't seen it yet, and I'm gonna use some of those. And then last but not least, this also came from that, I have this gray and pink cloud knit from Blackbird, and I have 2 meters of this, and I have 0.7 meters of this, okay? And so I talked, when I was talking about my haul, of doing like the sleeves, doing a tunic, and doing the sleeves in pink, and then the body in the gray. So it would be like that, which I think will be super cute. So I definitely want to do that. I might actually take the toaster sweater, and just not do the turtleneck part, just give it a neckband. Has anyone done that? Because it seems like it would just be a regular raglan sweater. And then actually I could do the pink and then do the long cuffs in the gray again if I wanted to, although I think I'll probably keep it in pink. The other thing I was thinking of were Hudson pants, because Hudson pants keep coming back to me on Instagram. Like every time I turn around, someone whose sewing I love is making the Hudson pants. And so I need to make those Hudson pants. And I thought, how nice would they be in a sweater knit? I think that would be really, really nice. So this is probably crazy, but I'm gonna see if I can squeak out both. I'm gonna see if I can squeak out both. I'm gonna see if I can, like, it's probably crazy, but I'm gonna try. And even if I have to make the sweater kind of cropped, I don't know, that might totally not work, but that would be fun if I could. So that's that. Okay, so I think that is it for today. Oh my gosh, I've gone on forever. I hope you guys are not totally bored. Let me know if next time you would want me to take a video like this and split it into 2. Sometimes I think people get annoyed at that because they're like, oh, you're just trying to, you know, fill in more content, and so you're making things shorter to kind of, you know, be able to post more content. But I just like to chat and kind of see where it goes. So if you next time think that maybe those should have been 2 videos, let me know, because I'm still figuring all of this out. Okay, I am off. I have a coffee date with a friend, and then I'm taking another friend to lunch. So I'm a lady who lunches today, which is like Company, the musical, if you're familiar. Okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will keep you up to date on my makes and hopefully be posting soon. And actually, I have a collab that I am posting next week with a wonderful vlogger that you may not have heard of. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Stay tuned for that. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.